Today, we're breaking down a scenario model of a major global supply chain disruption.
So, get this, about 20% of the world's oil and gas flows through one single choke point.
And that choke point is the Strait of Hormuz, linking producers in the Gulf to the world.
So, what would actually happen if that critical flow gets heavily disrupted?
Okay, let's dive into the first 4 weeks, where the initial shocks start to hit.
For the first couple of weeks, it's not about empty shelves. It's really a cost and flow shock.
Instantly, war risk insurance skyrockets, freight planning breaks down, and carriers like Maersk halt bookings. Just one carrier, Hapag-Lloyd, reported absorbing an extra $40 to $50 million a week.
By weeks 3 and 4, the problem totally evolves. It's not just a cost shock anymore, it's a flow shock.
And that leads directly to industrial rationing in places like Bangladesh, Pakistan, and India. Now we're in weeks 5 and 6. This is what's called the real danger window. Basically, this is the point where short-term workarounds fail and tangible shortages start to appear. And the most vulnerable things? Imported foods, fertilizers, packaging materials, and even some medicines. At this point, big shippers like Maersk are treating food as a humanitarian problem, not just a commercial one.
Now, if this crisis drags on past 2 months, it's not just a regional energy story anymore.
It becomes a generalized supply chain crisis, hitting sectors that have no obvious ties to the Middle East.
Now you see sectors like construction, automotive, and consumer electronics facing major disruption.
And listen to this. BlackRock's CEO warned that oil prices this high could absolutely trigger a global recession.
And here's where the whole question changes. It's no longer what's the price, it's who gets supply first.
So, the big takeaway here is that the breakdown happens in layers, cascading from one system to the next.
The model actually estimates the probability of each stage. That danger window, it has about a 50-50 chance of happening.
Which leaves us all with a pretty critical question to think about in our deeply interconnected world.